Hey guys, so I'm doing my 6th Invisalign update and I totally have a lisp, which is super exciting. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it and it's driving me nuts. But okay, so I feel like so awkward talking with a lisp. It just is like really awkward, so I'm actually going to take them out in a minute. But I'm going to show you guys them first, and then I will take them out, and then I will do my update. So this is my teeth. I've gotten requested to show my teeth up close, which is why I'm doing this. And my lips are been kind of chapped, so ignore that. This is my teeth right now. This is how it looks when I bite down. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take them out. So let's get into this update because it has been a while and I really did not mean for it to be this long before making an update video. But it's just hard sometimes. I have a beauty channel, as some of you guys know, I've mentioned before, and that's my first priority, and whenever I have time to make videos, I just tend to focus on that channel instead of this one, and I do apologize for that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the update. So in my last video, I talked about refinements. I had to do refinements because my first set I'd gotten to around 30 and there was a gap on this tooth, and not a gap, but well, there was a gap, there was like a space problem in the trays, so there was like too much room and that tooth just wasn't moving. So I did refinements. Well, long story short, I got to around 17-ish on top, and they actually had, my numbers were different because they had me kept going on my my top and slow down a bit on my bottom because my bottom teeth weren't moving the way they were supposed to. So my numbers got all mixed up. I was like on 17 on top and a lower number, like I can't even remember, 12-ish maybe on the bottom. And yeah, so basically the trays just weren't doing what they were supposed to, or my teeth weren't doing what they were supposed to, because my teeth weren't getting straighter. And I mean, my teeth have came a long way since the very beginning. I think honestly and even my orthodontist says like you're almost there, like, you know, my teeth are almost pretty much straight. Really it's just a few, if you guys can see without the trays now, in the bottom, this tooth needs to turn a little bit, and then these need to come out a little bit, and they had done some of the filing of them to make room, and my teeth are already pretty small, so she didn't want to file them anymore on the bottom, so that's why we went ahead and did refinements again. Really the only reason we did them was for the bottom. My top were fine, my bottom weren't, so we did refinements again for the second time. And that is what I'm on right now. I'm on tray 1 of refinements. Now, for the new number I have 33 trays, which is like, I don't understand, but yeah, I have 33 trays, and honestly, the cleanse check, it stops at like 25. The last few trays are just for any other things that they need to do, any moderations, but really I should be done at 30, or I'm sorry, at 25. So we'll see how that goes. I feel like the lighting looks horrible too. I look like really ghostly. Anyways, off subject. So yeah, so I'm on tray 1 right now. The reason I have a lisp though, which is super annoying, is because there are these, I don't even want to show them to you because they're like full of spit and that's pretty gross. I'll try to, I mean, whatever. There's these like little bumps on the back of the trays, which is apparently so I don't bite down all the way, which I don't really know the full reason behind that. If you guys can see when I bite down without the trays in, my overbite is still pretty bad. So I don't know, I guess that has to do with helping the overbite. I really don't know. I definitely am going to ask more about that at my next appointment. That's all she really said, and I just didn't question it at the time. So that's why I have the lisp, because you can tell I don't have the lisp without the trays in. It's just because of those bumps, and I never had the lisp really badly before, but these bumps on the back of my top teeth make me have a lisp, and it is like really annoying and really hard to wear them out in public when I'm talking. I just feel so self-conscious, and I've gotten a lot of questions about that, about the lisp, and I've answered this before. I didn't really notice a big one when I first started my trays. I think there was a little bit of something there, but I just got used to talking with them and the lisp went away completely. However, the bumps on the back, I have a total lisp, and you guys could hear that in the very beginning. I'm hoping when I edit this, maybe it won't be as bad as I think it is, and maybe it's just mostly my head. I don't know, I don't think it is. But anyways, also rubber bands. I'm still having to wear rubber bands. I was wearing them just on one side, now I'm wearing them on both sides. So I do still have to wear the rubber bands, and that's mainly there's like the gap still over here. There's like it's mostly fixed, but there's a little bit of gap, so that's for that, and it's to help my bite be corrected. So that is that. I will say that the top, I will actually put these back in so you guys can see. I'll put my top back in. If you guys can see, I don't know how well it's gonna pick up, but there is a gap on the top teeth, like at the very, very top. There's a little bit of space, and I'm gonna take them back out now. And these are the very first trays. So that when I saw that, that kind of like scared me, because why do I have a gap? Like, this was a whole issue that we had to do the refinements for the second time. There was a gap on the bottom of the trays, and now it's like on the top, and so now I'm just like really worried that that's gonna mess things up. But I don't know. I mean, she said that I just need to do the chewies and then that should go away, but I don't see it going away. I've been wearing these trays for about 5 days now, and I'm on a 10-day plan. So I find that weird, and I'm thinking that that's going to become an issue, which sucks, because this is my second time doing refinements. I don't want to have to do a third time, and you only get 2 refinements included with Invisalign. The third you have to pay for, so I don't really want to have to do a third set of refinements. I'm just ready to be done. January will mark 2 years on Invisalign, and I just really am over it, and I like my teeth. I'm not unhappy with the results right now. So if I had to call it quits, I honestly wouldn't. I don't think I'd mind, because my teeth have came a long way and I'm happy with them. And yeah, I mean, if we can fix this bite, that would be amazing, but if we can't, I don't think it's the end of the world. Also, I will mention that I don't know if the gap on the top is like my fault or not, because when we wore the refinements, I was supposed to stay on my trays that you're supposed to stay in the trays that you're on until your refinements come in. Well, I ended up leaving my trays on the counter at work, and somebody threw them away. I might have threw them away. I don't know who threw them away, but they ended up being thrown away, and I couldn't find them, and so I had to go. I went up on the bottom and back on up on the top and back on the bottom. So you know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to stay in that set because the refinements they've ordered for you, the first one starts on where you left off. So it could be my fault because I had to go back. I didn't think it'd make that much of a difference anyways, because they weren't really fitting the way they were supposed to anyways. So I just didn't think it would cause that big of an issue, especially an issue like that, like where there's a gap at the top. I don't know. If any like orthodontists out there are watching this, let me know your opinion on that, because I don't really know. But yeah, so that's my update right now, you guys. I think it's like 33 trays or something like that. I'm on tray 1. We'll see where I get to this time. I don't really know. But like I said, I'm happy with how my teeth are right now. I don't hate them by any means. I'm actually really, really happy with Invisalign and with how my treatment's gone. Oh, I will also add that they did have to add more attachments. So right now I had an attachment already on this tooth, but they added a bigger one. And then they added one on this tooth that's like having a hard time moving. So there's one there. Really, like, they're pretty much on all of my teeth except for my 2 front ones. Yeah, they're all on these. And then just these 2 right here don't have any. All here except for this back molar. All here except for the back molar. So really, like, I say like 70% of my teeth have the attachments on them, which honestly don't bother me. I think I've also gotten questions about the attachments. They did bother me at first, and I will say the only 2 that are really noticeable are these 2. Just because these are the teeth that are like, I don't know how to say it, but these are the teeth. My earring just fell out. These are the teeth that I guess are like, you can see them but most like when you're talking, and like because they kind of stick out. So those are the 2 I find that are most noticeable, but really I've learned to deal with it. It doesn't really bother me anymore. Most people don't even notice them. I was seeing this guy for a while, actually, side note, and we've been hanging out for months, and he didn't even notice the attachments until like the 3rd month. So I think that's pretty good. But yeah, so that's my update. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below, and I will definitely answer them. I try to always answer your guys' comments, and I will update soon. I'm sorry it's been so long. But yeah, okay, I think that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.